Alright, let's see here. What do I want to do in Manchester? Manchester, what should we do with you? Could do a theater square, and then do that to get the antiquity site up here. Is there any other antiquity sites around here? I think it's only the one. Oh, wait, there's another one right there. Yeah, that seems worthwhile. Where should we put that? That would get us +2 culture, but we would lose a production. This would lose nothing here, and we would get the benefit of being right next to the harbor. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. You know what? Just fortify for now, please. You get to sleep for now. Fortify. And sleep. That way I don't have to deal with you any longer. You deal with yourself. Still haven't found anyone out here. Hey, I can finally build a mine down here. Alright. I wonder if these builders will be able to build any forests on tundra and stuff, or if that forest has to be on a hill. Because so far we've seen it on 2 hills. I don't know if it requires a hill or not. Suppose we shall eventually find out. Music is quite relaxing in this game. Buenos Aires sure has a lot of units over there. Anyway, let's put you here. You can plant a forest here. Interesting. Yeah. That will actually be quite helpful, that I can plant woods over there. Awesome. We can link you to... Alright, let's put you here. What is our great person? It is a great scientist. Specifically, it is Charles Darwin, who will grant us 500 science on a standard speed for each natural wonder tile here or adjacent. I wonder where I have the most wonders located. That's an interesting thought. Alright, whoops. Let's start reading about this guy. After a 5-year voyage on the HMS Beagle, followed by years of thought, Charles Darwin published On the Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection in 1859 AD, and set off a philosophical and religious firestorm that has yet to abate. Born 1809, Charles Robert Darwin was the 5th of 6 children, the next in a long line of scientists. Since his mother, Susanna, had died when the boy was 8, there was no cushion to the sharp edges of learning in his life. At the age of 16, Charles entered Edinburgh College and chose to immerse himself in natural history, following graduation from Christ's College at Cambridge in 1831. His professor recommended Charles for a naturalist's position aboard a British Admiralty survey ship set to voyage around the world. Through direct observation and the collection of samples, birds, mice, and other small once-living creatures, especially on the isolated Galapagos archipelago, Darwin began to evolve a theory. Upon his return, he wrote upon his musings in the Journal of Researches. In 1858, Darwin introduced his revolutionary theory of evolution in a letter read at a meeting of the Linnean Society of London, a learned body devoted to the study of taxonomy. The next year, built on the basis of this paper, the great book was published. Although Charles wrote a number of other treatises, notably The Descent of Man and Selection in Relation to Sex, which set off its own controversy among the Victorians, none were as evolutionary for civilization. Following a lifetime of research, Darwin died in London in April 1882. Ha, I see what you did there with evolutionary for civilians. Blah, blah. Alright, let's recruit this, and that will give us an envoy as well, I believe. Nice. So that gave us an envoy with Lisbon. Okay, what is our production for today? We just completed the Great Lighthouse. Phoenician Arsenal must be built on a coast tile that's adjacent to an industrial district. Wow. How in the world would I even manage to do something like that? Because this is in the way, the Oracle. That is in the way, Chichen Itza. Well, I'll think about that later. For now, however, I think we'll go for a bank to get some extra gold. Because we can't do a theater square right now until we've got 13 population. I guess we could build a neighborhood to get us some extra. That would suck. So this would be the better of the two, but we would be losing 2 production, 2 food. Why not? Let's do it. Let's get the extra neighborhood district that we absolutely do require here. And we'll continue waiting on Faith for purchasing our army here. The Storm Sharpshooters army will be a really nice thing to have. You can fortify for now. Whoops. And the other thing that I'm going to want is to get the Armored Rain cooking as well. I suppose we'll do that later. Alright, Darwin. Let's see. What is it that you're triggering off there? Oh, a natural wonder. I see. Okay. So if I was here, I would be adjacent to 2. If I was here, I'd be adjacent to 1. That's just 1. I think the Dead Sea over here is probably our best bet. I thought it was just built wonders that we had. I read that wrong. Well, slowly sailing around the world. Haven't met anyone down here. Probably won't meet anyone down here. I should probably sail straight up so I can see if there's some land. About to get rocketry.
We now have the ability to build a spaceport. If we further our research, we may be able to unlock the mysteries of the stars.
Sounds good to me.
Rocket science has been mythologized, all out of proportion to its true difficulty.
All right. So let's turn this into production. I definitely think that we now are going to want to have more builders, since we can basically just build forests. Yep, found some land. Worked out that way anyhow. Production in Bordeaux. Is this part of Bordeaux or is this London? Or not London, Kyoto. So these are both Bordeaux. If I were to get a builder here, then I could do forests here. On the other hand, I should be able to build an archaeologist right now. Archaeologist? There you are. 8 turns. Yeah, that seems good. Let's do a builder first, because that's 2 turns. And then I can put some forests here, which will be nice. Plus, we've also got this, which I haven't done anything with yet. Lots of things to do. Hey. Alright, Charles. Give us flight. Close to it anyhow. Certainly boosted that quite a bit, because that was 5 turns and now it's 2. I wonder if we've got any more quests right now. Just train a fighter. No, nothing else particularly interesting there. Got 99 influence points currently. It's going to take a while to get more there.
Bolshoi Ballet is a universe of the imagination, a place of magic and enchantment, beauty and romance. Its many worlds vibrate with graceful dances, glorious music, and sumptuous costumes.
I love how the Bolshoi Theater right now has a fountain that's just basically spurting right next to a river. That's ridiculous.
We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time.
15 faster growth on cities not in our original capital's continent. Don't want it. Combat victories over units from earlier eras provide gold equal to 50% of the combat strength of the defeated unit. Wow. Huh. Let's exit out of that. Hold on. Aw, he's not going to read it now? So we just got mass media. If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you read the newspaper, you're misinformed. Mark Twain. So now we can create Broadway and the Christo Redentor. And we've got propaganda. But the one that I wanted, I believe was a military policy. Where is it? Combat victories over units from earlier eras provide gold. Yes. Discount on unit upgrades, I don't need right now. So I think I'm going to switch this for that. I don't want anything else, but this is probably going to be helpful. Because I guarantee that there's stuff from earlier eras than us out there. We've got tons going on. Alright, let's go on to land and see what's going on.
Nikwani tekiuach ketel tenochtitlan. Wait latuani. Tlinon tigneki. Te yaoshiwani anoso timawiki.
He sounds pissy. So, he is the Scowling Lord of Tenochtitlan. The Talatotani, or whatever. Who comes before me, a warrior or a coward? It's an honor to meet you. It is an honor to meet you. I invite you to our nearby city. You could test your skill at I don't know, Malitzil, something. We'd love to sample some hospitality, sure. Alright, well, we have just found Tenochtitlan over here. I see a builder out there. I don't see anything else. We'll start walking around over there and see what we can find. So we've got one more build left. We'll put it over here. Alright, Tokyo. What kind of production do we want for you? We could do a broadcast center, we could do a research lab, we could do Broadway, we could do Christa Redentor. What do I want? Can I purchase? I could, but we're not going to do that because I want it for other things. 41 turns. Let's not. Let's get an archaeologist. I could technically get a builder and probably do some stuff with it. Oh, hey. Look who actually got into the river over here, or the lake. That's nice. And you're about to finish building that too. That's pretty cool. No, let's go trader first. Let's go trader. So we need to fill in those last 4 traders. Met the Aztec Empire. Out of curiosity, where is the Aztec Empire? Where are they? England, Egypt, Congo, and France? I don't even see them on our radar at all. Maybe because we haven't really done anything with them yet? Let's see here. Congo, France, Egypt, England, Japan. Yeah, I think we have to send envoys and so forth over to them. Let's go talk to them. Hey, buddy. Let's establish a resident embassy, shall we? We're happy to allow you to construct an embassy in our capital. Let's make a deal. You have very little stuff. I will take your silk, and I will give you mercury for it. You don't like that? Okay, how about some cotton? Better? Okay. Good. Good. Make you a little friendly with us. And we'll declare some friendship for a little while. No friend? Okay. As to cattle, apparently wants me to earn the honor. Whatever. Access level is open currently. Our relationship is neutral. Alright, well, we've started to learn a little bit more about them. I don't think we will see them on here quite yet, but we are starting to learn, which is good. Because we want to know where Tenochtitlan is. Apparently Judaism is going on over here. Oh, they have some barbarians still around.
If God don't watch the big clock, do what it does. Keep going.
2 things just happened at the same time there. Got Big Ben, and I think we just researched something as well. That looks pretty awesome. Alright, Big Ben.
If God had really intended meant museums are on the front lines of the fight for culture, of good with evil. In any case, of the fight against platitudes and primitiveness.
Alright, we just got the Hermitage, which knocked out the other thing as well. Okay, one more time, let's see if we can do it.
If God had really intended men to fly, he'd make it easier to get to the airport.
It wasn't easy to get to this airport, man. It wasn't easy. Alright. So we've got a bomber, and we can now build a fighter, which requires aluminium. So we would need the resource. Do we have the resource? We do have 1 aluminium.